Diaries of a Blue Horizon Empire. That's just a picture that's separate. This is from a book. It's not what this is about, but it's pretty. I could show you that too. The night we escaped. This is just the beginning of a story. As unfathomably overhyped, hip, holier than pride, indigos, cruising in from that empire of forever assured commitment to each other and the advantage of their grade over ours, as their eternal mystique with every other reason among the living to indulge in full spectrums of advantages, even so as to keep watch across planes of activities, to incomprehensible, real, forbidden mountains where lives as kinds beyond ours originate, in convictions and satisfaction revealed at every turn, like would ever understand whence or whether, flying saucers or every variety of plague or flood ever developed, our questioning, overturning to every cartel or momentary position to stand against impossible necessity, like unreal scars in the night, victimizing and vindicating errors of trust, hope, and weakness, always as overestimations of meaning and outcomes, as mere reason to divide, increase temptation, their civilized cooler concern, like a dance upon earth's surface, as very humanity, other than calculating or critically calculating the brutal realism motivating powers above us. Nothing could ever limit the potential wealth as distorted, shown in our eyes, as materially lighter than every activity, any venue as ever open to hide our vortex of every multiple cause to survive, the failed extraction as any dream itself dies, ruined beneath itself, was our venerable purity of etching, of how would ever pour delight as distinction, more than ever having to imagine changes, releasing mudcakes underneath us, clearing absolutism and kind to manage like our total, complete exit below from purgatory, to where we flummox every rule theirs. Before the mountains of time, before the night crawled with activity, nature existed. How they ever tapped into what we considered the space wasters and demonic activity with science and technology to once gain the immediate upper hand as life. Exploded calculations of need to control and harness at quite any cost each insignificant hiding place of a world we had to unite, would be animals. A bite could take one of us out. Infinite ambitions, the true height of what only one individual must have and could ever be, apart would disintegrate. And venerated civilization, desperately seeking to shore up anything that had ever promised to sustain each of the lives as it advanced and better, going on for tens and tens of millennia, only to finally intersect with their own, would poison themselves through argumentation as myth, and conflicts finally appearing benevolently to the tune of peace could stop in their tracks and gut every semblance through which the networks of life recognize need. Once upon an ice age, our first heroes existed, claiming all credit, any mercy for what is definable as the one continuing timeline we know, creation, the earth. We are blues, and we are the same as, a lot like you. Every road leads to the indigo imperial city, Rome. We can't help it. Saying it, nothing ever signified a totality exceeding comprehension, or any describable to evolution intricacy. How things can ever be resolved, to live, to win, everything. What is a description is methodical to indigos, the utter astounding privilege of things at their best revealed to be greater than insensible.